爭好遠咯。
Tell me, Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die. 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 You took everything that I loved. He's gone now, Mother.
What could have brought you here? It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you. I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway? I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Oh.
Maeve.
Huh. I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human. You must possess a day of birth as well.
Tarkus Moon, Lone Moon, Great Tree Moon, Top String Moon, Scarlet Moon, Lucy Moon, Radiant Moon, Lost Moon, wherever. Cái sàn hạ都係落嘅喎。
Wow, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange. so familiar. I think it is almost time to...
Hey, time to wake up. Were you having that dream again? Massive armies clashing on a vast field, right? Oh, there hasn't been a battle like that. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure... Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn. Oh, good grief. Everyone...
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence...
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation.
Bandits spotted just outside the village.
I guess they followed you all the way here. Come on, let's move.
Let's
take care of those thieves before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should...
I'll cut through. I must stay focused.
Might of my hit rate will be reduced, and enemies will make follow-up attacks more easily. Be careful when repairing. You cannot repair mid battle. Outside battle 我得 repair 爆咗可以照用，哇！已經好友善真係。
Stay focused. Thank you. Please.
I will prevail. You have a strange aura. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you...
Ready and willing. It's because I didn't expect...
We'll advance. Yes. This is a fine opportunity.
Your defeat was inevitable.
Never underestimate an outsider.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Damn! Why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have...
Who's next?
attack when in...
I must stay focused. We must all...
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Of course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the beginning. Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Soth, and I am also called... I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And... Such arrogance. You look the part, but are you truly in it? You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened. I do not hear your gratitude. Perhaps I should force you to leave? There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end. How rude of you to drag me into what to do. As though I could stand idly by and watch that come to pass. Oh, but perhaps... Of course! I must turn back the hands of time!
頭先都係加咗定減咗啊？
Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
係咪嬲咗？
Hey, over here!
Hey, did you...
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorized day. The thieves are running away.
一個騎士攞把咁嘅斧頭，
The students seem to be unharmed. And
Why him?
Thank you.
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man. Well, that's... Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew...
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that, Captain. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose that...
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's... Oh, great sense of humor, this one. Clearly cut from the same cloth as the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery, too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to...
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
The Knights of Seros. They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Seros. Oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. You haven't heard of the Knights of Seros? The most famous order of knights in all of Fodlan.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garrig Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivety.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet? Or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of...
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your I might as well tell you now. I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where...
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick.
死啦！我唔知邊人去，我唔知邊個係邊個。喂，我可以提示。
A wise choice. Though the Empire has fallen from its former glory, the other regions are merely offshoots that pale in comparison.
All right,
搞到
that's
嘅以為
enough
啲
with
原
the
因係
small
紅色
talk.
嘅咋。
It's time to head back to the monastery.
如果有一個紫色嘅話，就唔係佢。
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
Hurry now. Each of these is most unique. I don't know.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping, but
Part 1. White clouds. Great tree moon. 3 houses. The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mach Monastery.
is here.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now, I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea. As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teaching. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
配音好正。
A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you?
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already. I must step away for now. But I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like... Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the officers. Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome.
No. I'm not the one you're looking. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated. As you well know, I am Hanneman, a crest scholar and professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can...
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you. Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned... Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middle Franc Opera Company is beautiful.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3... I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each.
Do you really not know? Fine. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with... The Black Eagle House is for students from the Addressed. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Imperial Holy.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke are all here.
I'll say, I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment...
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Gerald character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 20... I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Of course.
加減最最後 BY hold dash。
assume you are to start. That is your first. Once you have finished, come and... May I ask a favor of you?
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that, frankly, we had someone else in. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you... Now you should make the rounds.
Yes.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is... I am the princess and heir apparent of the address. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading... I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles? Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant. Arrogant, even. But there's little to be done. One day, I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities. Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable. For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. His house is that of Duke Iron, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is... perhaps... He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire. He's the second son of Count Burgleys. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him. Me? Well, some think I'm a bit what else? She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but I believe she shut herself away in her quarters. I believe... Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what... To the west of Fogland is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious. To the west, Brigid is a... So, you've accepted a teaching position. I wonder, I hope you've had a chance to meet... I wonder, I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about...
Pardon me.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. As for me, my job is to stand here at this, and by that I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levy.
Yes.
What do you think? The Golden Deer House is for students of the Lester Alliance. Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leader. What do you think?
Okay. This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. All of us here.
Hey, this is our house leader.
Hello.
It's a cat.
What do you want? I am Yuritsa. I teach here. Weapon instruction.
Cool.
Yes.
A moment, please.
You there. Ah.
Hi.
Pardon me.
幫我嚟到啊！呢度㗎。係。
Yeah.
Right.
大天池。
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid. I am Dmitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom. Of course, at the delightful news. In any case, I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention? Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
呢啲冇講嘢咁樣。
Hello. Dedu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man. Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime. Felix is the heir. He gravitates... He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar. But I hear he was born a... He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm. Felix is the heir. He gravitates... Dedu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn. Felix, he gravitates... He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar. He has... Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That's, well, he's always been a bit of a... skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help. I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
When healing ally with white magic, you need 100%. Wow. Wow.
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery. She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night. Annette is Baron Dom. She's... Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix Sylvain, and she is diligent, industrious, and... Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix Sylvain and myself.
Felix Sylvain and myself? Getting my hit with Gambit. 咩叫 Gambit 啊？
She is diligent, industrious. Ingrid is she is diligent.
Hello.
No, I think it's a bit too polite. Yeah, I see what you mean by like it sounds like he got something in his mind. It's just way too polite.
I wonder if you'll be... I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone.
Whoa.
Me? What else? Hubert is the... You may think his... For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that... He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply if he had... He's the second son of Count Gertles. He has no inheritance. He's over... She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she's... I believe... Few commoners have joined. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy. To the west of Fogland is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a...
Pardon me. 正，更加係我喜歡嘅 style。
What do you think?
Well, well, scored a teaching gate here, did you? I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone? Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well.
Oh. 得騎啊！不 飛起啊！
What's life without a
哎
bit
呦
of mystery? He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man.
咩 Battle Line
That said, deep down he's really... He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life.
哇，好堅啊！
Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and... actually, that's about it.
哦，中意啊！
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight.
錯，真係唔錯呢個。
If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it. Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
Wow, 好恐怖喎！呢班人
Lysithea, but watch out.
法師仲要雙倍技經。
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her.
Unit recover will adjacent to recovery. Cover of offline ally. TEC.
She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak. Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
What?
Leone enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
I appreciate your effort.
What do you think? Hi.
So you're the skilled mercenary,
Oh, you are? Ignatz.
and I am...
What do you think?
Hey, are you that mercenary? I'm... Are you...
Are you someone?
No, Rob. Hi.
Nice to meet.
Well...
What do you think?
Ah, you must be the renowned. My name is.
Hi. It's like this.
Well, I guess I'm guess. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer?
这是大家的哦。
He's the. If you ask me. Lysithia is, but watch out. Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know. She doesn't. Yeah. Hello. Please accept my. I am, of course, delightfully. In any case, I hear you're investigating the different. Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius.
Okay,
He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy. He gravitates.
Hello.
Yes. A moment, please.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our... I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task.
The Black Eagles, the blue...
Since you are...
So you have chosen the Black Eagles. Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More important.
This is our newest professor.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy. I am Seteth's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something... In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
Easy, Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him. It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to take a nap.
Don't look at me like that! Oh, and please don't...
I'm sorry for the cake.
I hear we are rather close in age, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us. In our class, we try to treat each other as equals, despite any differences. Personally, I would love to include you.
You have a gut, Professor. I will take great joy from your teachings. Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut. You can't go around saying someone so slim and attractive has a gut. Oh, please take my apologies.
I have not yet mastered this language.
Professor, I want you to know that it's perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others. I may be the Imperial Princess, but here at the Academy, I'm just another... That said, know that I have high expectations of you, and high hopes. But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle.
Sure. Now let's break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom I have missed in my studies?
Not real ice, just the ice of, well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book. Let's all calm down and have a nice cup of tea, how about?
I know we all agreed to treat each other as equals, but there is a limit to what I can tolerate. The esteemed Black Eagle House requires...
Looks like your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
Nó cũng忘記就係 Emblem 自己有好敵人又好咧，死咗喺兩邊係永遠都係死咗。
I do hope you can manage, Professor.
There are new places to explore in the mystery.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise. You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything. Absolutely everything. Crests are a fascinating topic. But before one can dive deeply into said topic, they are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is... I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into them. As I said, crests are However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up in... Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to That is how a crest usually presents it. Yes, of course. I'll get to the bottom of it. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware. Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have more research to do in regard. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. What in the world? Oh!
With each moon, professors of the Officers' Academy receive a schedule for the month. It notes the days on which events. Pay careful attention to.
My AI quest over. Ah, 等陣先。